very rarely do I see Toby or George 5 metres apart. But there is a lot wrong with the EU, and I respect what you're doing enormously. I do think you should stand for election, because we're lucky enough to live in a democracy, and I would be a lot happier if you were exerting your influence as a democratically elected person. But I can say that I'm going to walk away enhanced by your speech.
And in a sense, it comes back to this point. I mean, I completely agree about the issue of New Zealand land versus the welfare that one has to apply. And in a sense, that's where farmers have got to convince DEFRA that the sheep farmers, the dairy farmers, they need that subsidy in order to be able to basically comply with those regulations that this country requires. And I think that's. I'm not saying it's easy.
No.
But you'll only succeed by getting stuck in.
DEFRA, the first DEF.
Right.
But if you believe in democracy, why don't you come on board our bus? Because the EU don't.
Why don't I?
Come aboard our bus because the EU.
Which bus is that?
Believing in democracy, because that's not really something that the hierarchy of the EU particularly believe in.
Oh, I agree with you entirely. Juncker's a madman. he proved that last week.
Welcome to the future.
Can I just say that I'm not a farmer, thank you. I was a soldier, and as I remember, the EU, one of the fundamental reasons for the EU was to stop further wars in Europe. That was fundamental. While you were growing up here, no, after you, before you were growing up here with your brother and your sister, we had wars with Germany. Now, I think the EU has played a very important role over the last 50 years, whatever it is, in stopping the Germans getting out of their cage and starting another blooming world war. Now, I am worried that there is a Nazi party now rising in Germany, and we have no influence there at all if we leave the EU.
Yeah, and I think, as I said on Thursday, you get extreme parties rising when the centrist parties don't listen to and deliver for the voters, and that's the reason why you've got the AfD emerging. And it is absolutely right. The creation, the original sort of economic community, it was a giant bear hug between France and Germany for exactly those reasons and for what Steve touched on. But in a sense, one can't just always look backwards. One's got to keep looking forwards. I actually believe that our security going forwards is we live in now a much more global world. The biggest threat to our security in terms of wars is not France or Germany. Let's be honest. It's North Korea or it's the Middle East, and so.
Or Donald Trump, maybe.
Who knows? And so actually, it's an enhanced NATO that has to provide our security. I mean, one of the interesting things is that the strongest part of our security intelligence has got nothing to do with the EU or the EU security services. It's what's called the Five Eyes, which is between the UK, US, Canada, Australia and New Zealand. They are the strongest security services. That's what provides the intelligence. But historically that's absolutely right. Going forwards, for me, NATO is a greater provider of security, and we're incredibly lucky to date that the US has picked up most of the bills. In the same way that we're worried about our deal with the EU, the US is worried about its deal with NATO.
Richard, I just want to go back to the farming people.